we've got a problem here. And I'll be the first to admit, on Friday, as this news broke, interestingly enough, choice time, right? Late on a Friday afternoon, as the news came forward that we were going to see his plea deal evaporate and he was going to get that special counsel, I thought, great, right? That's the right thing. That actually is what needs to happen. And we'll get into all the reasons why. But keep in mind, you can't actually appoint the same guy that's been investigating him. That would be David Weiss, the same guy who was willing to do a plea deal, I guess, on those tax charges. It's a little complicated. The whole thing fell apart because the judge, at least, Mary Ellen Noriega, had the decency to say, wait a second, this doesn't quite seem right. Now, there's a little bit of fireworks there in the courtroom. If you look at the transcripts, David Weiss was trying to say, no, we can still go after him. We can go after him for this illegal foreign lobbying. And the defense was like, no, representing Hunter, you can't go after him. And she's looking at this agreement saying, I think the defense may be onto something. And so everybody else now is saying, well, wait a second. Why was David Weiss willing to do that deal? By the way, why wasn't he willing to kind of sound it from here to Tuesday, right? And say, hey, speak up. Hey, I don't think that this is right, that I can't bring charges in Delaware or in California. So here's the law as it stands, and you can go find this on the internet anywhere. Excuse my poor highlighting, but you can see here in this, this is the Legal Information Institute, and it comes to us, the source here is Cornell, but basically an individual named as special counsel shall be a lawyer with a reputation for integrity and impartial decision-making and with appropriate experience to ensure both that the investigation will be conducted ably, expeditiously, and thoroughly, and that investigative and prosecutorial decisions will be supported by an informed understanding of the criminal law and Department of Justice policies. Okay, we're good, right? Theoretically on all of that. But then you get into this, quote, the special counsel shall be selected from outside the United States government. Okay, see, that's kind of the big whopper. The fact that Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, went and got David Weiss, who's already part of the U.S. government, to be the special prosecutor is just sort of weird and not allowed. And it's important that people speak up and say something about this, because we're talking about some serious allegations, which I almost think at this point, if that's the way the Democrats are going to play, which is clearly not fair or even frankly legal, then it is up to Republicans for the good of the country to make sure that nothing really, really bad went down here in terms of selling access effectively, which is what it looks like the vice president may have been doing. Again, these are just allegations, but we're going to get into it. Well, somebody's got to make sure that he wasn't doing that. And so it almost in some ways assures that we might get that impeachment trial. I think that the calls are and should be raised for a more thorough investigation, hence the impeachment. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.